Hi guys, so I'm here with Nick, and I just wanted to ask you. So Tommy's been remanded. What's your thoughts on that?
So he's been remanded by the police in a bid to try and demotivate or demoralise us, which isn't going to happen. And they've also done it to interfere with Tommy as well. And the fact they've remanded him before his big day here as well is suggestive of those things, and that he'll therefore be custodial on Monday. So everyone was prepared. I don't think anyone can prepare you for that, but obviously our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, and we're putting duty in action first. So today we carry on.
I actually think the arrest is a blessing in the sense that it will bring more attention to Tommy Robinson, which bring attention to his documentary and therefore the truth. What do you think of the recent Reform Party's action to kind of distance themselves from this cause?
Yeah, so wherever Reform stumbles and shies away from the important conversations, UKIP will say it as it is. So Reform and Nigel want to be another establishment Liberal party. That's great news for us. Boys to one side and let the men do the work. It's absolutely, I don't know, I do know why they're doing it. It's because they're a Liberal establishment party playing the long game. Well, that doesn't shift the window, it doesn't win hearts and minds. So instead, UKIP will continue to do what we're doing in that regard.
And what do you say to the people who... Sorry, let's just quickly Sorry about that. Sorry. And what do you say to the people who will look at me at this event and probably think, what are you doing at this right-wing, extremist, racist event with people who are new out of the country? Does it ever get to you that people have this idea that every English person is just pushing to have an all-white Britain?
No, so what the leftists, the Marxists, the Islamists, the communists, they use their propaganda and fear tactics to silence you. There's no truth to any of it, and the truth always prevails. So regardless of whether the Overton window shifts or how far it shifts, we all know the truth. With regards to someone like an entity like UKIP on the right, it's not about skin colour. It's about assimilation. It's about integration. It's about assimilation. It's about Christianity. It's about the rule of law. It's about respect for democracy. It's not about skin colour. So no matter what tactics that get pushed, liberals and those who aren't up for the fight, they will always succumb to that fear. That ship has sailed and been going on for so long now. We shouldn't concern ourselves with it. Let the people judge for themselves. Let's look at UKIP's manifesto, our missions, and what's coming out of my mouth as well. And let the people decide and judge, because they're going to keep saying and smearing the way that they do. We all know it's nonsense, but.
And you mentioned Christianity, and I think people don't realize that what's happening to this country is a threat to Christianity. What's your thoughts on that?
So let's get right down to it. We can talk about communism, we can talk about Islamism, we can talk about I Hate Men campaign, we can talk about liberalism. It's godlessness. What we're really witnessing is an attack on Christianity. Christianity built the West. Christianity is what you go after. That's essentially what you go after. Go after men, go after testosterone, go after the church, hijack the church, obviously go after sovereign borders and things like that. It's complicated. But ultimately, what we're witnessing is the war, the never-ending war. Nothing's changed in 2,000 years. The one true faith, Christianity, is still being persecuted to this day. That's what this is really about.
Everything is always a fight between good and evil, Christ and the devil. But I appreciate you so much for taking the time out to do this interview. And it's okay if we can just do a quick family.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.